So it looks like my Tananashi persimmon is probably dead all the way to the top, except like about 4 foot in. And this is above the graft, but this Tananashi really hasn't, probably isn't happy. Really wet here, really shaded. It shot like 2 stems up, and even here it's kind of dead. But that's okay. We might use some of this material next year to try to graft a new one in a better place. I'm looking at this pawpaw sucker. I just realized it has like 2 big stems close to the bottom, so we could this is good because we could use one of these next year, clip off and graft. The other one can be the mother, and to make sure it stays alive. And then if that takes, we could always clip the other side the next following year and graft another variety onto it. And this is in a perfect spot, so this might be 2 or 3 cultivars on one in a couple of years. Back to the sunflower, and I think that I'm going to get some more male pollen, and just since I have nowhere else to put it really right now, I want to just pollinate the Tennessee seedling. And got my little paintbrush. Still don't have a more narrow one yet, but a lot of these look like old flowers, so they should be male. I'm not going to take them off. I'm just going to kind of tickle them and get some pollen. As you can see, I kind of loaded up on a little bit of pollen, and we're going to go to the Tennessee seed. Well, what I realized is I cannot get way up there to tickle the pollen in most of these flowers. I can only get them like if they're like 10 feet or so or less, but the ones that are like 18 feet, even with I don't have a super tall ladder with me, I could probably get a few with a slightly taller ladder, but I think that's until some of these lower ones start opening up more. I probably can't really pollinate too much. A few oranges that are just kind of lingering on the old orange tree. Not much left, and this orange tree is just looking bad. I don't know if it's pests or what that are getting the bark, but we decided to do a fertilizer regimen again. So hopefully we can reinvigorate it for a few more years. If not, this might be the last year or 2. I wasn't going to make just a pawpaw only video because we already kind of hand pollinated some in a separate video, but this is just a general garden video, I guess you would say. They're a little bit dried out, but they are super sweet. It's oranges, even though I'm not a super big fan of these, the kids really love picking these, just like they love picking mulberries. So that's always something good to think about. Kids love oranges, and probably the little tangerines or whatever, the clementines and stuff, they love them little fruits, but more importantly, they love picking fruit and eating it. So they're not very good at peeling them yet, and they're on the oldest one's 4. Peel it, Daddy. Open it up for me, Daddy. And then they eat it. And even though they like grapefruit and stuff like that, I have to not just peel it, I also have to take the skin off. And if I leave a bit, it's too bitter for them, and they're like, ew, it's bitter, it's sour, it's yucky. So this is more of a carefree thing, and with citrus greening, I guess that's a problem, but they do have sugar bale, which we hope to incorporate into our garden this year, hopefully, if we can find one at a decent price. And that's like the Mineola Tangelo, which is its parent, and it's supposed to bring out the best qualities of that, and then add better qualities of the taste and everything. Taste this orange?
Yes.
All right, try it. What's it taste like?
It tastes like orange juice.
Orange juice. Is it sour?
It is not sour.
Is it sweet?
It's sweet.
Mm-hmm. And do you like picking oranges off the orange tree?
Yes.
Yes, 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 right?
Yes, yes, yes.
You missed that there's not a lot of oranges on there right now, right? You can't wait till next year, right? Like December, January, where we gonna have a bunch of oranges, hopefully.
Hello, guys.
Nope.
Alright.
There they go, off to daycare. And finally we get a break. Bye-bye. Don't leave without me. Whee! Taking a quick look at the comfrey again, and wow, look at there. Got some nice new leaves coming out. Some of the old ones are doing okay. Some of them are still kind of droopy. But it looks like it's, you know, look at there. Another few leaf shoots coming out. I bet in about a month or two, hopefully this thing will be like really flourishing here. Oh my gosh. These walking irises just bloomed this morning. So I guess they're kind of done with their stress period of transplanting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Very nice. So yesterday evening we planted these annuals out. I don't know if any of these are perennials or not. I have no idea what that is. Somebody said it might be a blanket flower. I don't know though. These are impatiens, and this is tropical sage. This multicolored impatien basically looked dead yesterday. So we bottom soaked them, put a little bit of water in the top of their container, put them in a pretty heavily moistened potting soil with a lot of peat moss and stuff in it. So we got white, orange, red. We got this multicolor with white and red, yellow, like a burgundy, purplish, and pink.